Hi everyone, my name's Rose. I'm 17. Just a couple of years ago, I used to be an easily offended and kind person, and other people used me. Because of this, I had serious mental issues, and also issues with digestion, but I've recently overcome those. I'll tell you more about it. It all began when I was a child. My parents used to fight over trifles at home. That happened because they never agreed on each other's obligations. It turned into tormenting. Dad was the breadwinner in our family, which means that Mom had to do more things around the house. Sometimes she asked him to help with things, like with taking trash out. He refused, and that's when they would get on fight. Now that I am grown up, I understand that they won't get divorced because of that. But when I was little, I was very scared. I thought that Mom and Dad no longer loved each other, and that there was nothing left but hatred and anger. I used to rile myself up. Their emotions had a negative effect on me. After an argument, Mom would come up to me and scold for nothing. I tried to be perfect for her, but she always found the reason to get angry. That threw me off the stride, and Dad never showed he loved me. He was very restrained with me. When I turned 12, I got oversensitive about everything. I could no longer stand parents yelling at me. I was stressed, and I found an easy way to comfort myself. I spent all of my pocket money on nice food. I ate to relieve stress, and I felt better for some time. I got the sense of enjoyment from eating. Food made me forget my problems. As I thought, eating was the only way to get rid of the load that my parents put on me. But the situation became worse in a while. I was getting fat. Besides being unhappy, I felt a negative reaction from my classmates. They humiliated me for being fat. Every day, I heard jokes because of the way I looked. No one wanted to accept me, including myself. For some reason, it is believed that if a person is overweight, people around can bully him or her. I didn't understand why people were so cruel. Did they really enjoy making me suffer? Did I deserve this kind of attitude? I did nothing bad to them. The stress was just getting worse, and I started eating even more. I felt ashamed for eating that much and tried to get rid of that habit. Every time after a meal, I caused vomiting. I took pills and drank teas to boost my metabolism, but I still ate the same amount of food. I was getting bigger and bigger. I didn't know what to do. I hated presentations in class and was scared of people. It seemed that everyone wanted to hurt me. I felt bitter. I was 15 at that time. I was obese and felt hunted. I got fed up with that and started collecting information about my problem. I searched books and the internet for my diagnosis and treatment. It turned out I had bulimia, and it was about my inability to cope with stress. The only way out was to see a doctor. Instead of helping, my family and friends just made things worse. I had to seek help from a person who knew about my problem. I made an appointment with her school psychologist. Good for me, she was very professional. Her name was Adele. She was happy to help. I could see that very few people turned to her for assistance at their own initiative, and I could understand that. People felt shy or scared. I was desperate and decided to give it a try. Adele learned about my situation and started therapy. My goal was to find another way to cope with stress and decrease my food intake. I had to learn to take things easy, not to be obsessed about what other people say. Keep calm and just redirect my energy. In a word, I had to do whatever it took to cut on food. Adele supervised my diet. Gradually, I began to see some progress. Finally, I no longer cared about other people criticizing me. I was so lucky to meet our psychologist. Together, we overcame my eating disorder. I lost some weight and changed my attitude to many things. Nothing could make me sad or touchy. I am happy I went through this experience that helped to build my inner strength. Thanks for watching. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. Share your stories and opinions in comments. Accept the way you and other people look.